Dear student, last time already we have started algebra, and in that it was very clear that what are the variables and constants. Variables are the letters which is these are represented by the letters and which can take different values. Like constant 2 is having the value 2 everywhere. Okay, its value is not changing. 5 is having the value 5.5 or divided by 5, 1 by 5, it will have the same value. Okay, but the variable means whose value is varying, that we have studied, and what is the use of it, that we have to study it now. You have already studied whole numbers and integers, their properties we have seen. In properties we have seen that addition and multiplication are commutative. Commutative means what? If the order of the number is changed, then we are going to get the same result. Okay, in that we have represented that a plus b, that is equal to b plus a. What are a and b here? A and b are nothing but the variables. If the value of a and b, if I have taken for example 2 and 3, so I will get 2 plus 3 means 5, or here this side I will get 3 plus 2 means 5. It means both the sides I am going to get the same. If the order is reversed, for the addition or the multiplication, the value does not change, that is the commutativity, and it holds good for the addition and multiplication only. So here we have used a as a variable, b as a variable. Here you can put the value of a and b what you want. Okay, it will not have the same value. Similar for the distributive property we have seen. In distributive property, three numbers are there, three different numbers. Okay, you can add the numbers first and then you can commonly multiply it, or you can multiply the numbers separately like this. So this will be the distributive property. For distributive property, if you are going to take number a as 10, number b as 7, number c as 5. Okay, so what you are going to get here, a is 10, b is 7. So multiplication of this, it will be 70. Okay, a is 10, c is 5. So multiplication of it will be 50. So 70 plus 50, it means you are going to get here 120. Okay, now if instead of doing it separately, if you are going to add it first, so this will be 12 multiplied by 10, its the result also will come 120. What it means? It means that using the variable we can represent any general rule that we have seen in algebra. How we have used in geometry? In geometry we have already studied what is the perimeter of a square, perimeter of a rectangle, area of a square, area of rectangle. Okay, let us consider this is the square of the side S. S means it can take any value, it can be of 2 centimeter, it can be 10 centimeter, it can be 50 centimeter, or it can be even 100 meter. Okay, it means that the value of S is varying, and according to that the perimeter or the area of the square will be different. How we have represented in the formula? We have represented perimeter of a square is equal to, that is sum of all the sides, s plus s plus s plus s. It means s is added 4 times, so 4 times of the s. What is s here? S is the side of a square. It can be anything. It is varying, and hence s is a variable here. Same way in formula for the area of rectangle or perimeter of a rectangle, you are going to get L and B. What are their L and B? L and B are the variables. So these are the use of the variable. Okay, using the general rule, we can get the formulas. Now in exercise 11.2, here it is given that equilateral triangle of the side L and asked it to find out the perimeter of the equilateral triangle. We know that in equilateral triangle all sides are equal, so L, L, L. It means sum of all the three sides, it will be 3L, where L is as the variable we have used here. Similar way you can do it for the second question, in which regular hexagon it is given. Now in third question, a cube it is given of the side L. Okay. If it is the cube of side L, cube of side L, okay, Cube means it will have the 6 faces and all 6 faces will be square. What is the boundary of that square? Boundary of that square will be this. Okay, L, 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 L. It is asked the total length of its edges. We know that if it is a cube, it means all the edges will be equal and length of one edge we have considered is L. Cube is having 12 edges and hence 12 multiplied by L, that will give you the total length of the edge. And hence in terms of the variable or in terms of the L, we will get here the formula, that is total length of the edge of a cube is equal to 12 into L. L can be anything, that value you can vary. Now in question number 5, 3 numbers are already given to us and it is asked to add. While adding, how we can do, if any 3 numbers are given to us simultaneously, we are not going to do the operation on all 3. Any 2 we will add first and then the remaining third we are going to add in the sum. So we have done it in different ways. First we have added 14 plus 27 and then to this sum 13 is added. We got the result here 54. Now in another way, how we have done, we have added 27 and 13 first. Okay, and then we have added 14 in that and we got the result, that is equal to 54. It means in both the cases we are going to get a same result, and this is nothing but the associative property for the addition. That already we have seen, a plus b plus c, that is equal to a plus b plus c.